Hello, all you hardcores out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Poker's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. I say the things on here that everybody wants to say, but they daren't. But if you want to grow a pair, you feel like you want to get a few things off your chest, or you think you can make a difference to boxing, or you've got some input, bottom left-hand corner on the screen, you'll see the email. It says pokercorner@mail.com. So drop me a postcard. All right. I stuck a nice profile picture up there from a flash from the past. Me and Ingram Jones. He used to do the YouTube stuff for Dennis when I got him the gig there. I said, Dennis, we need a YouTuber. Obviously, I ended up doing it in Endon, but Ingram used to come over, used to fly him over from Ireland and get all his expenses and whatnot and paid a wage, and we were all right. Ingram, good boxing bloke. He's got a good channel, Bayloric TV. Good boxing bloke, Ingram. I think he's done a bit of boxing as well. I think he's a cricket coach as well, so we've had a lot in common. Yeah, had a good night out with Ingram. A few good nights out. It was a good laugh. So hope you well, Ingram. Right, on with the. I don't like to say show, so I'll say on with the video, shall I? But or episode. Just been looking at a few comments that have come in. We've got Damien Mooney says a 5-year-old could beat Eubank. Sorry, a 5-year-old could defend Eubank. I think he's referring to Bricktop's legal action against him. My opinion on that is very, very simple. I mean, if you're bouncing checks to fighters like he did Curtis Woodhouse, in Eubank's opinion, that is scumbag behaviour. So it's a very simple case for Eubank. I've also took legal advice on his behalf with a friend of mine who's a legal expert, and it's very, very simple. So I don't know why Bricktop's trying to flex his muscles. Probably because he's got lawyers on retainers because he's legal daft, isn't he? But I think he'd be wasting his money, and so does a legal person that I know as well. So Eubank should fight it and not lose his nuts or his gonads or end up with losing bladder control and settling out of court. I think that's crazy. He's already done 200 grand in with Bricktop before, plus legal fees. So defend your corner, Eubank. Defend your corner. So you only got to do your homework and your solicitor do the homework, and it's a slam dunk case. It'd be interesting to see what happens with that, but I would definitely go all the way on that one. And I think other promoters who Eubank slagged off, they don't want to take legal action, do they? And they probably looked at taking legal action, but been told, listen, there's no smoke without fire. So it is what it is, but very, very easy to defend on that. Very easy. It's all he said, she said, but do your homework, prepare, and you'll be all right, young Eubank. Although you are an absolute cock at times. Peter Seymour says Fury versus Joshua would be for a flea collar. Joshua's calling Fury out, even though he's just been flogged. And Joshua's been flogged. They just want to get them paydays in, don't they? That's all it is. To stay relevant. He's got a lifetime deal with Eddie Hills. Hills! So it is what it is, isn't it? He ain't going nowhere, but they want that payday. They're not going to mollycoddle and pad Joshua's record out for the last 12 years to not get the Tyson Fury fight. That's the big money fight, and they both need each other. All right. For those of you that are interested in coming on Zoom, you know where the email is, bottom left-hand corner. 100 quid to the winner. Very simple. If you want to check who won it in December, just go online. There's 65 videos, I think, or 64, something like that. Go and have a look, and you will see who did the most views on Zoom. Obviously, it was me. I did the most views, but it's not for me, is it? It's for the lads that come on. So, which is a shame. So I'll be eating bird's nest soup while Andy's having his Aberdeen Angus this week. John Scholes says boxer size Ben shit himself when Tyson asked him for his verdict. Boxer size Ben replied to Tyson, "I think you edged it, Tice." Well, in his sermon the day after, boxer size Ben sort of like backtracked and said, "Well, it depends what you're looking for as a judge. There were swing rounds, blah 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 blah." Look, that's the get out for everybody, in it? When they give a score, and this look like they're upsetting people in industry when they give their scores. Like their scores are important anyway. The only scores that are important are the judges. But everybody likes to give their opinion, and I think since I've stuck it on a few of these media people, they all seem to be coming out and speaking the truth. People like the Gad and Simon Jordan, people like that, which I'm pleased about, really, because nobody says it like me, do they? Let's have it right. There's nobody doing what I do on social media. Well, on YouTube, actually. Nobody. I know Simon runs Facebook and Craig runs Instagram, and I've got a young lady going to be running TikTok when I get password off Cameron. But as regards YouTube, I'm the driving force. Me on here. Me. Obviously, Kevin gives me a studio, which I'm grateful for, but I'm the driving force. And like I said, nobody is doing what I do on here. Jonathan says the drugs don't seem to work for Fury, uh, Barry White, and Crusher. Yeah, the drugs have definitely not worked for them, have they? Crusher's not icing people, and Barry White looked shocking against Tete, didn't he? I know Tete got stopped, didn't he? But he looked shocking, didn't he? Fat as a pig as well. And Fury, when has he ever knocked anybody out who's elite? Who's Fury's best win? Who he's knocked out? Wilder. Well, Wilder elite? Well, 5-year champion, but how many wins has Deontay Wilder got on his record that are over champions? How many? Well, he's got two. He beat Stavern twice. That's the only champion he's beat. Stavern. So his CV is terrible. Fury's is not much worse, not much better, is it? He's got 4 wins. Old man Cunningham, an old cruiserweight stepping up. Old man Vladimir, 40-year-old, or 4 months off his 40th birthday. And two over Wilder. And like I said, look at Wilder's CV. He's beat Stavern, hasn't he, twice? So it is what it is. Fury picks his battles. We know what happened when he got in there with Usyk, don't we? Pop, pop, poppity pop. Adam Colbert says if everyone keeps using this doctor, I'm assuming he's referring to Doctor Oz. If everyone keeps using this doctor and getting done for PEDs, why is this doctor not struck off? My answer to that, Adam Colbert, is simple. Who's to say this guy's even a doctor and registered? We're talking about the boxing industry here. It's the wild, wild west. You know, it's not so long ago I was speaking to I'm not going to say who this person is, but I was speaking to this ex-boxer who did well for himself, and he was telling me a story about how his mate had took his driving test for him because he had to take a retest, and he got his mate to take it for him. I mean, what is all that about? Eh? What is all that about? Unbelievable. So it is what it is. Canada's boxing channel says James also a good guest. Keep them coming. Yeah, James is a good guest, James, isn't he? He just gives you 2-minute answers to a question that needs to be a yes or a no. And he takes me down other avenues. I think that's probably part of own brew that he's drinking, pop, pop, bang. Buster B says, to be honest, I think Holyfield was still with Usyk. Ooh, depends what weight. But if you did it at 16 stone or cruiserweight, and they were both at the peaks, what a fight that would be. Imagine Holyfield in the pocket against Usyk. That'd be some chess match, wouldn't it? You'd have people like Kent or Julian McGowan. They'd be like in their element, wouldn't they? We all like that. That inside fighting and that, wouldn't they? Major Tom. No one can stop the Pocket Express, Russ. You're a runaway train. I'm summer, aren't I, Tom? I'm summat, mate. So, okie dokie. So that's about it, really. So thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Booyaka. Go on, peace out.